Hey Robert, so I'm going to give you some feedback on your project 3. I've loved the simplicity of your logo from the beginning. I think it looks great. I think that it still needs a little bit of work just on this area here. I'm trying to look past the whole Viking hat thing and pretend that I never even saw that. So overall, I think it looks great, but I think that this, like right here, this curve, which I know you were working on before, I think it still needs a little bit of work. I almost liked it better how you had it before, but I'm glad to see that you did work on it a little bit. So I think that you still need to just push that a little bit more to try and get it a little bit smoother. Other things are, I love the color palette that you chose. I think it might actually look a little bit better maybe if you flip these so that this was the dark blue down here and this was the light blue up here, but you'd have to see what that looks like. But just visually, it feels like that might almost work better, but you'd have to try it. Let's see the other things. I think you did a great job with the layout on your color palette, or not your color palette, sorry, your style guide. Very clean and professional. I love, the type and the layout and everything. Glad that you weren't afraid to use negative space. Most people feel like they have to take up the whole area here, so I think that this looks very nice. Very professional with the layout of the CMYK and RGB values. The main thing with a style guide is you want it to be easy to use for the client, so I think you did a great job on achieving that. Very clean, simple, straightforward, and seems like it would be easy for somebody to use. So everything looks really good. The main comments, like I said, would just be, I think your logo looks awesome, pretty much almost perfect, except I would just play with that little arc right there a little bit and try switching the colors maybe. Oh, and sorry, the last thing was, with your color palette, I think it looks great on the lighter colors, but I think on the black, then you run into some issues with it being too dark for that black background. So if you ever had to display your logo on the black background, what you'd probably want to do is just put like a white containing shape behind it, like a white box or something like that. And I know that seems to defeat the purpose of, okay, well, if it's on a black background, that's cheating to put a white background behind it. But that's one of the only ways to get around if you have these color choices. If it ever does go on a black background, you'd want to make sure that you have some kind of white containing shape that officially would be the version that they would put on the black background. So that would be a way around it. Okay, so those are the only things. Other than that, I think it looks great.